How? How? I don't know.
Pixar's Win or Lose is genuinely the best thing they've made in years, and I'm genuinely shocked. Like, I thought Pixar was done. The trailers just showed me a so funny, quirky show about how these kids just play baseball and all that crap. But instead, what I got was a genuine emotional masterpiece. Let's get into it. So the first episode focuses on this girl, and her dad is the one leader of the baseball team, so she has anxiety and stuff, like Inside Out too. But the thing is, like, instead of the weird orange thing inside her brain, she has a gray lump on her chest. So yeah, and it keeps growing and growing and growing until finally at the end of the episode it eats her, and but the dad gets her out and it's all good. Happy ending. This isn't one of the best episodes. I feel like the later ones do it way better, but this one is really just setting everything else up for the rest of the show. And now you get probably my least favorite episode. It's about Frank, and Frank is a guy called Frank, and Frank. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Frank's episode, but I still think it's good. So the thing with him is he got a divorce, so he's sad. And then the epic janitor character comes in and teaches him about the internet and online dating. And he's so quirky, love him. He know how phone works, so silly. Yeah, I don't really like it that much. I like how they visualize it like a video game. That's kind of cool. And the janitor being everywhere is nice, but also just it's an alright episode. I like how it ends, like with Frank getting the bad ending. He didn't collect all the Chaos Emeralds. He got the bad ending. It's sad. He should have gotten the Chaos Emeralds. Tails is dead. And now episode 3 is about Rochelle, the girl who has the epic streamer mom influencer, so funny. Get on to her. She's episode 4. But I like Rochelle, the fact they visualize the fact of her basically becoming the adult with the suit up. That's cool. And her running the stand, and I really like it. That's really good. And then her selling her shoes and getting in with Chimkin Boy was cool. That whole stuff and how that ties into later episodes done really well. And the dramatic end with her being left on the phone is really well done. So I like that episode. Very good, high quality stuff. This is where the show really begins to pick up. But now we get to epic streamer mom, her mother. So throughout episode 3, her mother is just not nice. Doesn't care, always missing stuff. But in episode 4, we learn why. In episode 4, basically the thing is the mother has a normal job and is happy. That's nice. But then the baby, the child is a freaking demon who destroys every other child. So she has to murder him. No more child. No, she has to leave work, which means she gets fired. So now she's a full-time influencer. Oh my god. Don't like the influencer stuff too much. But it's short, so it's fine. And then, you see her side of it. Rochelle's whole thing is she needs to get money. So that's why she works at the shop. But the price increases for her to stay. So she has to earn money, and she cheated in a test to get money. So the mom finds out and is very angry. So then goes to a party, and throughout all these episodes, there's a weird child who drinks I don't know, nitrogen oxide, and then begins to tell plot conveniences to the characters. It was funny the first few times, but having it in almost every episode kind of just felt like they didn't know how to get it across to the characters. This is the first one where I felt it's a bit too much, because he drinks nitrous oxide and then says, answer a phone call. And that just happens. Rochelle phone calls her, so she answers the phone call, and it's her, and they happy. Now we're on to episode 5 about the kid. I forgot his name. It's Ira. I forgot. Throw an epic PNG of Ira up on the screen. Respect for Ira. Let's go. Ira. So Ira's episode is about him being stuck at baseball games and being bored as an absolute hell. Respectable. Even while watching this show without the imagination stuff, it seems kind of boring. So he's stuck and he has cool imagination. And he looks through a tube or a condom to see imagination. So yeah, and then he gets with the chicken. And the chicken make him steal from Rochelle. And then when Rochelle sells the stuff, he goes to them, and he's the reason that Rochelle doesn't get freaking murdered. And I like him. And then at the end, it ends on a cliffhanger with, like, the kid saying he's sorry. And, like, he has a conscience, and he feels bad for stealing off the old crippled lady who owns the shop. So I like that. His episode is good. So, yeah. Now you get on to probably one of my favorites in the show. I'm just going to stop you right there. In this episode, I call him Kai, which is the name of the character in the next episode. This guy's name is Ewan. I apologize, I'm awful with names, even in real life, especially in TV shows. So just go on and know I'm talking about the kid in episode 6, not the girl in episode 7. Whoop. The thing I like... So this episode's about Kai, and the main thing I like about it is this whole thing is he's acts mean, but is kind on the inside. But I like how in this episode they didn't do the boing plot where he's just being mean to hide himself. He is, but that's not the main point. The main thing is he finds a girl, the older sister of I forgot his name again. I won't even write anymore. I'm sorry. Ira. Sorry, Ira PNG back up again. So Ira's older sister, and they fall in love. And the way they visualize his inner self is really nice and good. 2D animation in 4x3. But then they break up because he's just an asshole. So they break up, and that's all sad. And then that leads us into another episode, which is... Now, this is the episode that really put the show on the main road. Not for anything good. So this is about a kid Kai, who starts as a guy, becomes a girl, and before this show came out, the way they had described it, it seemed like they had cut that whole plot out, which many people were angry about. So that made the show popular. But when you get to the episode, I don't know what they cut out, I'm going to be honest, because that whole plot is intact, everything's good. It's a good episode. It's basically a redo of episode 1 with Libby. Except instead of her putting the pressure on herself, it's actually real pressure from the awful father, who I hate him. And he also ruins the coach guy, who you will learn about in episode 8, the finale. But for now, he's just an annoying dad, and I despise him with my guts. And Kai's a very good character. I like it. Good episode. One of the best. Now, onto the big finale of the whole show. It's about Coach Dan and his struggles, and he's the dad of Libby, and he's got a divorce, which is really sad, and he lives in this crappy one-room apartment. And then his best player, Kai, Libby murders her. She's dead, never seen again, bye-bye. So he's really sad, and then when he brings her to the funeral, because she's dead, he leaves Libby at the baseball thing, so that really puts a knot in the relationship. And then, see, his little animation thing is when he gets nervous, he puffs up, which is a really good one. So, yeah, and then he gets angry at Frank, because Frank is being really defensive after he learned his wife remarried, because he didn't collect all the Chaos Emeralds. God damn it, Frank. So, yeah. So then he puffs up, they all get angry. The baby nearly chokes, but the baby lives. I like the baby. The baby will eat you if you do not subscribe. Well, that sucks. But anyway, so you know, Frank really annoys Dan. Then Dan inflates into a massive balloon, which all the P.A.L.S save by chanting the song. And they save everyone, and I like how they don't let you know whether they win or lose. So, you know, and ends up a nice pizza party, and they take a final photo, and then it flashes for a second all their cartoon designs, and it's really good. So, yeah, now on to the conclusion. This show honestly blew me away. I came in expecting this review to be me ranting about how bad the show is and its cringiness. Yes, it is still a bit at places, but I feel like overall it is the best thing Pixar's done in years. Yes, I think it tops Inside Out 2. Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Yeah, no. Really good. Like, 8 out of 10.